in this Zoom meeting. In the agenda of International Virtual Short Course with the theme Sustainable Cities and Community, that held by Mursyidah, Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo, and then co-host by Universitas Islam Malang, Unisma, Universiti Tunku Abdul Rahman, and also Burapha University. So today, I would like to say thank you very much to all of the committee from Mursyidah, from Unisma, from UTAR and Burapha University, and also I would like to welcome the participants, students probably. Many of you are students from those 4 universities. So welcome to this international virtual short course. So before starting our meeting today, let's pray, depend on our religion. Okay, let's start praying. Amin, amin, ya Rabbal Alamin. Okay, so, oh my God, this is the first meeting I'm joining today, this kind of virtual short course, having you guys from the students from different universities, from different countries. So you probably can text on the chat box, where are you from? And I would like to say good morning to you all. Are you okay? Are you happy? Because this makes me so excited today to meet you all. Excited and of course a bit nervous. Really, I would like to say thank you very much once again to Mursyidah, who provide me and team from Unisma to join this event. I hope you all guys will join happily, blessed and successful in this international virtual short course until maybe 10 days. Yeah. Okay, so today I'm going to start this meeting with the specific theme for today is about access to decent basis, access to decent basic services. So here I'm going to talk about digital innovation strategy and management in local governance. Actually, in this material, I put like a summary of all us. Actually, we gonna have this in minimum 1 semester, but I prefer that we can discuss more very specific things, very little things. So probably you can do your own research or on writing science later after we share about this topic. So here we're going to talk about digital innovation strategy and management in local government. So my major is in local governance. Okay. So it's presented in Indonesia, July 18, 2023. Okay. Yeah. Before again, I think I mentioned so many befores words, yeah, before words, yeah. Okay, so here me, my name is Septina Rahmawati, S.Ap, M.AP. You can call me Septina, and I am a lecturer of Public Administrative Science, Faculty of Administrative Science, Universitas Islam Malang. If you come to Malang, just do not hesitate to contact me and find me there. Maybe we can discuss, or it's just having coffee, yeah. Because my office is really near to cafe, Unisma cafe. And then now I am the head of Division of External Quality Assurance System in Badan Penjamin Mutu, Universitas Islam Malang. And also I am Editor-in-Chief of Percipients International Journal of Social Administration and Entrepreneurship, and also Managing Editor Jurnal Inovasi Ilmu Sosial dan Politik atau GSOP. So probably you have writing science, or you have a paper that you can contact me here in my email, or so my Instagram. You can direct message, but for Instagram probably it's not really direct message. You can send direct the message, but we need to wait to get the replay. Yeah. So here about me. Yeah, really. Honestly, or we say jujurly. Yeah, people say jujurly. Honestly, actually, I'm so excited, but it's just so nervous. So I hope you. Let's take a deep breath together. Exhale, just inhale and exhale. Yeah. So I hope these programs join continuously for the next next month, or another next semester, or another next years, and with so many more participants. It's really challenging me. So that's me. And then okay. Why we start with the problem? Okay, the title of this subject is about digital transformation, or digital, or we say information technology in local governance. It's quite not really old issues, but people still talk about this because we are in the digital era. So I'm starting with making this slide about problem, what actually problem is. Yeah. If I give you the sentence about digital transformation, or if I give you the words about digital local government, so what comes on your mind about it? You can maybe we can discuss, or you can unmute your microphone so you can discuss. Okay. Yeah. We can discuss about, if I give you, for example, if I give you an elephant, for example, if I give you the word an elephant, then you're gonna tell me this elephant is a big animal. Is it the big animal on the elephants? Of course not. But this is come on your mind about elephant. And now, if I give you the words about digital local governance, what comes on your mind? Probably you're gonna talk about local area, and then you're gonna talk about gadget devices. You're gonna talk about information system management. You talk about electronic government, or you talk about EKTP, you talk about all the system that provides from the government to give you services, like S.Ap, like so many examples, probably. Yeah. But here, very specific, I would like to ask, what is the problem about digital local governance? What is the problem exactly? Corruption. How to make the correlation between corruption and also electronic government. Yeah. How to make correlation between lack of competencies in this digital era for the local government. Yeah, there are so many public servants has no competence, has no capability, has no skills to even using the gadget, or even provide the system that they can send to the citizens. Yeah. So really so huge problems that we face through these digital local governments. Yeah. So here I would like you to note the very small sentence here. Problem here is something to discuss only or something to solve. So if you find someone that this is the problem, I mean, they need to solve the problem or they just want to discuss it. Yeah. So problem is not always to solve it, but it needs to solve. But sometimes it's just need to discuss. So we have to find the solution. Yeah, we are going to find the solution. Means we are discussing the problem itself. Yeah. So here, okay. So here I would like to give summary. I would like to give summary from the categories, from the 3 categories. Actually, there are so many categories, but I make it easy for the basic categories in empirical problem in facing the digital local governments. Before we talk about strategy and management, like in the title. So what is empirical problem? We maybe find the problem. Yeah. So why you come late? This is the problem question. But empirical problem is problem that has to that requires the evidence based. So if you talk about the problem, everything you can find problems in everything. But if you are talking about empirical problem, you have to find the fact. Is that really a problem? Some people just talk about why this, why that, why this, why that. If you talk about, is that really a problem? Nah. So you have to find the evidence-based. So empirical problem here is structure to be answered in scientific and technical fields based on the result of observation made by the human sense, which must be an evidence-based. It means that, okay. It means that if you find the empirical problem, it must be structured. You cannot just find, maybe it is, or no, it's not very well. So you have to find it, so answer this systematically about the question. If you are not sure about problems, you probably cannot find the answer. So, and technical files based on the result of observation. But here, observations only is not enough. Because I see something, probably it's, if I see an elephant, I probably see the size of the elephant. But maybe Mbak Marita or Mbak Hermin see an elephant as the other, like a habitat, or what elephant eats, something like that. So observations here is not only, I mean, you need more than just an observation. Yeah. So observation made by the human sense. So you can see, you can hear, you can feel, you can taste. Yeah. But yeah, you have to find the next answer, the next sentence, which must be an evidence-based. So that must be the fact that, how to say in English, that must be the fact that everybody agree about that fact. Yeah. So if I say an elephant is big, probably another people will think about the size, the specific size of the word big. Yeah. So you have to make sure about the evidence base if you find the empirical problem. Not only about the observation, not only about what you see, not only about what you hear, but yes, human sense is the first way to find, to recognize the problems. Yes, it is. Yeah. We see, because we see, so we know this, because we hear, so we know this. So we really have to say Alhamdulillah for human sense. We can see, we can hear, we can feel, we can talk. Yeah, in the human sense, this is the first way to observe. But after observation, you have to make sure that the sentence or the statement that you will give, yeah, it must be an evidence base. It must be the fact that if I say big, that people were gonna say big, the same score, the same size. If I say Malang or Sidoarjo is crowded, yeah, many people has to find the same. Have to find the same the same fact about Sidoarjo or Malang is crowded. But if you just say Sidoarjo and Malang is crowded, it's only Monday and Saturday. Now people maybe give different fact in another days like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So here evidence base is the most important things that if you find a problem, so that later these things can be known, used, and observed by other people. That's because we talk about problems. So if you want to find what the problem in digital local governments, yeah, so you have to find the empirical problems. That's really problem, yeah, to be discussed or to solve. So here I'm giving 3 categories just to make it easy for this meeting. Maybe we can just discuss it more later in another or next. Later, yeah, we can discuss about what is the problem in managerial, what is the problem in digitalization, what is the problem in innovation. Yeah, based on the term that I give to this meeting today. So if we talk about the managerial, yeah, we break down into 3 subjects. The first is resources. It could be human resources. It could be financial resources. Yeah, there's all resources in the organization. So here, if we talk about managerial, we also talk about organization. If we talk about the organization in this term, it means we talk about the local government. So if we talk about the local government, so we talk about the resources of the local government. Yeah, human resources in the local government, infrastructure, and then financial, yeah, and then many things about resources. And then number 2, about the organization culture. Yeah, probably in Malang or in Java or in another island has another culture. So it can cause to the organization. The culture, it can cause to the organization. Yeah, but organization has their own regulation for the organization. Yes, it is for the national, for Republic Indonesia. Yes, it is. But we cannot just close the eyes. But just the culture is influencing the organization. And then number 3 is management system. Yeah. We're talking about the organization culture. Sometimes we talk about the motivation, about the leader, about how the leader can make the decision or something like that. There are so many things that we can discuss in 3 categories and maybe more. And then number 3 is management system. It talks about management function, like planning, organizing, controlling, actuating, budgeting. Yeah, so we're gonna find A, procurement, we're gonna find A, budgeting, yeah, we're gonna find what else? A, planning, yeah, based on management system that we match, yeah, that we match with the information technology. So this is the for managerial, but we really, I hope that we can discuss it more about these things. Okay. So I'm reading on the chat. Here you guys can write the attendance short course. Yeah, the committee send you the link to for your attendance. Yeah. So okay, next, and then the next category, we have digitalization. So if we talk about this digitalization, we're gonna put into 5 things. Yeah. So if we talk about digitalization, we cannot just talk about smartphone. We cannot just talk about the PC, the device, the computer. What else? Router, internet. Yeah. What is it about actually? Yeah. Digitalization, if we talk about the resources in digitalization, we mention in 5 things. The first is brainware. The second is hardware. The third is software. And then number 4 is a network. And the last is database. So if you are now in the university, I mean in Mursyidah or in Unisma or in Utar or in Burapha, and then the university give you the link, and then you just can access the link inside the school, inside the university. Yeah. So we don't talk about the brandware. We don't talk about the hardware. We don't talk about the software. Yeah. We talk about the network. Yeah. For example, like that. So we talk about intranet or another things. Yeah. So why this link I cannot open at home? Yeah, because the link is kind of intranet. What is intranet? Is the things that we discuss in network. Yeah, is the resources part of digitalization. Yeah, something that we have to understand here in, okay, like citizen is people who lives in city. But nowadays we have netizen. Yeah, netizens means people who lives in net, not net, in internet. Yeah, so we have to understand what actually they eat, what actually they do, what actually they're doing in life. Netizen. Yeah, so between citizen and netizen, yeah, it's just we can find the same path. Even this is really different, but this is the same. They live, we live in the real life. So we have a brain for the citizen and a netizen. We have brainware. Brainware is someone who concerned about the information technology. So this is not only about your smartphone. This is not only about your internet connection. This is not only about that, but more of that, you have to know the brainware, hardware, software, network, and database, so you can live in the netizen. Very simple like that. Yes, this can be empirical problem. Yeah, in this term. Okay, and then number 3 is innovation. Yeah, why we need the innovation? Because in some discussions, yeah, many people just enjoying having internet, just enjoying scrolling the videos in the social media. Yeah, and here we are trying to find the way that we will have the good life through digitalization. Yeah, so we need the innovation for the local government, of course, because they have the power. Yeah, they have the power to manage the netizen and also the citizen. So, are they, the local governments, ready to do the innovation, face the condition in digital era? So I give in three things. They are readiness, challenge, and creativity. Seems like if I give you this, the first question is, are you ready? I'm not ready because I don't know anything as simple as that. You don't know me, you probably will not talk to me. Yeah. Because, I'm afraid that I'm going to hurt you. I'm afraid if I give you the wrong approach. Yeah. Because I don't know you. So we talk about the readiness. After we know each other, and then we challenge ourselves. Yeah. Oh my God, I don't know you. But once I know you, it's so excited. You are the open mind person. It's so excited, so challenging for me. So just let me know about anything. So we talk about the innovation starts from that. It's not really easy as that, but I just try to give an example, a simple example. And then before having the innovation, before going to the innovation process, we have to, yeah, it's quite a must. Yeah, it's quite like we have to be creativity. So we need creativity. We have to be creative to have the innovation. So first, we know each other. We know the digitalization. We know what we face. Yeah, what we face nowadays, and then we need creativity. We need creativity, and then we be like for example, creator. So now the people or young people has the profession content creator, because here in this nowadays it's full of creativity. Yeah. So after having creativity, we can just next on the level. The next level is innovation. So maybe some of you have questions. You can just raise hand or write in the chat box or unmute your microphone so we can discuss. Okay. So, okay. So, before we talk about the empirical problem, now we move to normative framework. Yeah. So we are the academician, yeah, or practitioner, or also like if we talk about the scientific things, if we talk about scientific writing, or if we talk about scientific thinking, yeah, we have to at least, yeah, three frameworks. Yeah, the first is empirical framework or empirical problems, and then the second is normative framework, and the third is conceptual framework or theoretical framework. So 3 things at least, minimum, we have in scientific things. So if we give a statement to anyone, yeah, we already know clearly what normative framework of it, what conceptual framework of it, what the empirical framework of it. So not only just, do you know a local government? Yeah, about local area. Yeah, this is not really scientific thing. So start from now, just try to mix 3 things. You can mix like normative first, or theoretical first, or conceptual first, or empirical first. Is okay. yeah, but you have to put 3 frameworks before giving the statement. Yeah, so if we do that, we are doing the scientific process. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to normative framework. What normative framework is? A normative framework is a model for thinking. Yeah. A normative framework. So it requires the thinking, the mind to think here, for thinking about normative trade-offs. So in bahasa Indonesia, we talk about peraturan perundangan. Ya, here peraturan perundangan, we are not only looking for the right normative framework, ya, not only looking for the right normative framework, but also we are looking for useful normative frameworks. Yeah, so some people stop with, this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. Is that useful? Oh, okay. So scientific needs us to deeply think about what we're going to tell to people. Yeah, so we're going to make the hoax less, we're going to make the statement unclear less, we're going to make the ambiguity statement less. Yeah, we are trying to make the citizen and netizen smarter. Yeah, smarter, kind, more kind. Yeah, so have to do some treats. Yeah, have to do some approach doing that. So here, if we talk about normative framework or peraturan perundangan, we start from the highest. Yeah, we start from the highest regulation, highest and oldest, highest and eldest regulation. In Indonesia, we have Pancasila, the first, yeah, and then Undang-Undang Dasar 1945. That's the highest and the oldest. Yeah. Oh, there is the oldest, Miss. There is the oldest before Undang-Undang Dasar 1945. Yes, it is. But now, when we are talking about this, we are using. Yeah, so the regulation is still working now, today. So when we talk about normative framework, try to find the highest and the eldest one of the regulation. Yeah. And then come to the lowest and the newest regulation. Not the lowest is, the lowest means, the lowest here is not, doesn't mean the lowest regulation here doesn't mean that this is the very bad or very unuseful regulation. No, this is not like that. But the lowest regulation here based on the highest regulation means the regulation belongs to the very small or the very small, how to say, unsur, very small department, yeah, in the structure of NKRI, Negara Kesatuan Republik Indonesia. So I would like to explain in bahasa Indonesia, if we have Pancasila dan Undang-Undang Dasar 1945 sebagai peraturan perundangan tertinggi, and then the lowest, ya, yang paling rendah itu yang paling bawah, di bawah dalam makna struktur NKRI. Ya, seperti itu. Jadi kalau Undang-Undang Dasar 1945, kemudian setelah undang-undang selesai ada peraturan presiden, kepres, impres, ya, kemudian menteri, kemudian badan, sampai dengan peraturan daerah. Peraturan daerah terdiri dari consist of peraturan gubernur, peraturan wali kota. Yeah, that's the level of structure in NKRI. And then the newest one. Yeah, some of us still using the regulation that we do not really know that the regulation is already revised. Yeah, so we have to make sure that the regulation that we will do for the focus that we face, yeah, is the update, is the revised one, is the newest one. Yeah, so the construction of the normative framework could be clear. Yeah, so not only about the name of the regulation, but also you have to know about the detail, which pasal, which ayat, yeah, and then what it says or it mentioned in the regulation. So you have to know, if we talk about the local government, if we talk about the local governance, yeah, we talk about autonomy, local autonomy. Now we are not talking about regulation, the law number 22 or number 32, yeah. We can talk about this. Of course, we can discuss about it. But if we use the regulation for the basic normative framework, we have to make sure that the regulation of the law still working. I mean, is the newest revised, and we use that. Yeah. So I'm talking about the otonomi daerah, local autonomy. I'm talking about Undang-Undang Nomor 22. It's okay, but the question is, are you using that regulation? Or, are you discussing about that regulation? Are you doing an analysis about the regulation? Or are you just put the regulation as your normative framework? Just make it different about it. Yeah. So here in this subject, we have the regulation in two things. Yeah. The first, local government regulation, and then the second is digital innovation. Yeah, we talk about the bureaucracy. Of course, they're gonna work depend on the regulation. So we have to find the regulation. So the regulation for local government that are regarding to the implementation of digitalization of the government. And then digital innovation, the regulation relating to the implementation of digital local government and digital innovation in providing the services. Yeah. So, for example, I give you an example about peraturan perundangan that related to this time about the local government, digital local government. So, anyone have any questions before I continue? So I will to, maybe there is a commenter here. Probably if I have more time, the time is more, so you can just remind me. Okay, now we're going to the next conceptual framework. So here the conceptual framework. So we have empirical problem. We have normative framework, and then we have conceptual framework. So a conceptual framework here is a coherent system of interrelated and fundamental objectives, which is expected to lead to consistent standards that can regulate the basis, function, and boundaries related to focus context. Yeah. So here, if we talk about conceptual framework, for example, we talk about the conceptual application theory, or we talk about the theory, is a coherent system that gives us the boundaries. Yeah. So if we talk about digital local governance, for example, so we have the coherent system that is conceptual framework. What is it about digital local government? What is it about? Yeah, so we use one of the theory of, for example, or the context or the concept of application of a theory. For example, we have the theory governance, and then in the what is that? And then in the governance itself, we have many subjects, many concept applications. There is like sound governance and digital governance, and then reinventing governance. So it gives us the boundaries. It gives us boundaries related to the focus content, related to the things that we face. Here we talk about the local governments. So here I give 4 things in conceptual framework. You can find so many theories, you can find so many concepts about first, organization and management, and the second about the local governance, and then the third about and the third about the digital transformation, and the fourth about innovation. So you can freely find the conceptual framework about the local governance, about the innovation, digital transformation, and also in organization and management. So here I give you a little explanation about the first. Organization and management is everything that has to do with organizational interests that require solving and decision making. The problems are complex, and each problem requires its own solution. So a problem should be fit with the A solution. So probably A1, A1 is not fit in a solution. So the problem are complex, and each problem requires its own solution. And then the second is local governance. Local governance is the paradigm that adopted and popular in a country along with the problems in it, especially in the digital era. So if you talk about local government, your local governance, if you talk about the local governance, probably you're going to find so many concepts, so many theories about the local governance, and it's probably also will happen in the federal country, what is called local area or district or something like that. So we have to make sure that local governance here is the paradigm adopted and popular in a country which means you are focused on it, along with the problems in it, especially in the digital era. And number 3 is about digital transformation. It is about the process that organization implement to integrate. Okay. The digital transformation is the process that organization implement to integrate digital technologies that is fundamentally changing the way organization deliver their value. So here we have to note about the value. Digital transformation, is not only, so if we talk about digital transformation, if we talk about digitalization or digital local governments or digital local governance, that means the government using the information and technology, or providing information and technology. But digital transformation is more than that, more than just using or providing IT, more than just using or providing the device or a system, but the digital transformation is making you to change the concept of the organization based on or through the digitalization, So before, for example, like this, the local government was making decision. Yes, it is. And the decision consists of the management, organization, and things. But here we face the era with digitalization. So we are making the decision, yeah, that also depend on digitalization. We are making decision. After making decision, and then we make, and then we create it, yeah. We make the value, and then we created the environment. We created the environment so we can deliver the value of the organization that we call digital transformation. Yeah. So, and then the last is innovation. Here, it is about the process of discovering and implementing something new in a new situation. Yeah, I just want to disclaim. Innovation here, the process of discovering and implementing something new in a new situation. That doesn't mean we knew the human body. No. So something new, for example, like we are doing cloning probably, yeah. Just something new is probably you can just find another perspective. Yeah. So if I see an elephant is the big animal, so I can find another things in something new. Yeah, something new that after observing, no one find or give the scientific statement about that. It's something new. Yeah, not really new, because if we talk about the new things, what is this new? Yes, it's not really new, but it's just like modification. Yeah, it's just like another perception in the new situation. Yeah, in the new situation, from citizen to citizen and netizen. Yeah, not netizen become not citizen become netizen. Not still citizen, still people in real life. Yeah, but they have the real metaphors. Yeah, the real word. Another word. I mean, not the real word. We have the real word. Yeah, we have another word that we call metaphors. We can discuss more specific about that things. Yeah, inshallah. So we already have three frameworks about this strategic and management digital innovation, strategic and management in local governance. Yeah, we can discuss about it. If anyone have question, you can raise hand and write in the chat box or unmute your microphone so you can discuss about it. So we are now going to the term digital local governance. I'm gonna break down into three things. The first, we're gonna talk about digital local governance for SDGs. There are 17. And then number two, digital leadership in local government. So we have to make sure that the leadership and the human resources here is in local government. And number three is strategic plan and evaluation. So if we talk about the digital innovation, strategy, and management in local governance or any other focuses, we have to mind three things: empirical problem or empirical framework, normative, and also theoretic. And now let's put three things here in the term. Okay. Now here the Sustainable Development Goals. If anybody maybe forget a little bit, there are 17 goals. Yeah. So there are 17 goals. So this life we have goals. And then this agenda, international virtual courses, has goals. So this agenda is also has goals. Yeah. So we now countries having sustainable development goals, there are 1 to 17. So the question is, the digital innovation strategy and management in local governance, which goals related to 1 to 17 goals? No poverty, yeah, no poverty. Can we use digitalization for making less the poverty, for example, like that? Yeah, we can. Okay, and then zero hunger, and then good health and well-being. If we make like a general resume, yeah, we can write down many systems. I mean, no poverty. What the system that government make for no poverty? And then, for example, number 2, zero hunger. What the government make system, the electronic system for the zero hunger. And then number 3, good health and well-being. Oh, we have Peduli Lindungi, yeah, Peduli Lindungi, for example, and now it is changing the name. Sehat, if I'm not wrong, is Satu Sehat or Kita Sehat. I forget about it. That's the name changed. It's good health and well-being. This is one of the system provided from the government in the goals, number 3. And then number 4, quality education. The pandemic era giving us so many ideas to have the quality education from synchron to asynchron, offline to online, blah, blah, blah. There's so many things about the quality educations, gender equality, and 6, 7, until 17 partnerships for the goals. Yeah. So what the concern here about this term is about, actually there are connected 1 to 17, but the focus here in this term is number 17. Yeah. So here the explanation. The Sustainable Development Goals, it is as known as the global goals. Are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity. So, are you people enjoy peace and prosperity? If your answer is not, probably you can write down the letter to the government and all the stakeholders. Probably they that doing collaboration together to have the enjoy peace and prosperity life. Yeah, because that is the SDGs. And then goal number 17 seeks to strengthen global partnerships and means of implementation to achieve the targets of the agenda through digital transformation. Here means we cannot do ourselves, alone. Yeah. So we need students, we need lecturers, we need citizens, we need people, we need provider, we need all to do the collaboration. We need government, to do all the collaboration to strengthen. So we need strengthen global partnership. So digital transformation, requires the collaboration for global partnership. Yeah, that's why the first I explained, the first I show you about the network and database. Yeah. Because we're gonna collaborate, we're gonna have collaboration with so many people doing this digital transformation. So for your information, data means plural. Data is not means plural. Yeah? Data is plural. If singular, we call datum. Yeah. So anyone have ever heard about datum? Datum is the singular, and then data is a plural. Yeah, because people using many datum, so we say data. Yeah. So here we're gonna have the huge data from the collaboration itself. So we have database. Yeah, we have database to do the partnership collaboration for SDGs. Yeah. Okay. So why we need the digital innovation strategy and management in local governance? Why? Because we are in the international virtual of course, yes, of course it is. But I mean, why we need that? Yeah, why we need to discuss it today? Yeah, why you? If we talk, if we make a joke in bahasa Indonesia, why we apa kita lu aja kali kamu aja. No, that was just a joke. Yeah, so why we need the digital innovation and strategy? Yeah, because people, especially the government, because the government has the power to manage the society. Yeah, so they provide high value public services to the citizen. The point here is why we need the innovation, because we want government and all stakeholders to provide high value public services to the citizens by adopting and utilizing digital technology. I was explaining that before. Yeah. To simultaneously realize various public values such as transparency, equity, efficiency, effectiveness. Yeah. It's all component in good governance. Yeah. To localize SDGs in real time based on new digital technology that integrate diverse data. So actually the main goals is to provide high value public services to the citizen. Yeah. That's a point that we have to put in mind to all of us, that why does it happen? Why the government have to do this? Why the people have to support this? Why? Because we need the high value public services, the best one, with the digital or without digital, with digitalization or no digitalization. We just provide high value public services. How? Yeah, so we need to know the strategy. We need to know how to manage. And then we next step to the innovation. Yeah. So, for example, like, do you like if you are staying in the, for example, in the elementary school in your whole life? Of course not. Yeah. But we need more step. We need to next level. We need to go to the next level. So elementary school, junior high school, senior high school. So innovation requires the standard to give the high value public services. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So why we need this? So how we need this? I mentioned about the collaboration. Then how to transform this to go to the next level of innovation in digital era, of innovation in digitalization in local governance? We need one collaboration with stakeholders around public value. Yeah, of course. So if you have information, you can, if you maybe, for example, have a friend like, oh, I have information about this, I'm gonna keep it, for example, like that. It's useless. In some cases, it's useless because in the situations now, here in the situations, you need people. You really need people to do collaboration. You cannot do yourself. So the first letter here about digital transformation is collaboration. And then the second is building the new frameworks for public services delivery in digital era. We build, if we know each other, we do collaboration. That what for building the new frameworks. Yeah, the new framework, because what we face is unreal. This is real. Yeah, metaphors. This is real, but something untouched. Yeah, so we need to find the framework, the same perspective, and we build the new frameworks. Yeah, for public services delivery in digital era. How? Before we deliver services to the citizen, and now we deliver services to the netizen. Probably in 10, 20, or 100 years later, we're going to find another reason. I don't know, like citizen, netizen, or another name, yeah, for example. And then number 3 is creating new relationship between citizens and the local government as the organization who provided the power to manage all the surrounding, all the environment. Okay, so I got it from March to 2019. You can read the book just quiet many pages, yeah, about the transform local government. Now we are going to the point in digital innovation success factor. I put it in an easy but much, yeah. I summary from so many scholars, yeah, that but actually we have more than this, yeah, we have more than this, but at least we have 4 this the factors in digital innovation success. The first is we have to understand about digital innovation. There are 2 words, yeah, so we don't not only about understanding digital words, but also understanding innovation words. So we mixed it, we combined it to understand digital innovation, what the digital innovation is. If we talk about digitalization, we have to understand about the brainware, hardware, software, network, database. We are talking about the resources only. How about we face the hacker? How about we face the ethic? How about we face the access? How about we face anything about the digitalization? Like if in real life, we're gonna go to someone's house, we knock the door, like Assalamualaikum or tok tok tok. Yeah, in real life we do that. How if in digital era, netizen, can you just go outside to people account? Of course not. So we have the ethic, we have the access code. We have responsibility also to knock the door before entering the people account, like before entering the people house. That's all things is about digitalization before going to the next innovation. So if you do not understand about the digitalization, it's quite a little bit difficult for you to go to the next innovation, because you have to know the ethics. You have to know all the things in the digitalization. Yeah. And then go to the next innovation. If we already know that the access to come to the account, the people account, we need the code or a face a scanner or another thing scanner. For example, to knocking the door, it means we do the access, we do the responsibility of it. And then if we want to do the innovation, before we just using the fingerprint, it's not enough. And then we put it in the face scanner. Okay, it's not really enough. We put infrared in the body, in the shame, or the hot body, hot body, how to say in English, the temperature, not hot body, the temperature of the body. So it's gonna be perfect that you're gonna come, I know this person. And the system recognizes this person very well. So after knowing 3 things, we go to the next level of innovation, that what we're gonna do to make safety things. When people come, when netizens come to the people account, what they're gonna do. Yeah, for example, like that. That's why if we talk about the digitalization, we also talk about the boundaries, the process, about the goals, about the goals, the boundaries, the process, beside the resources that I mentioned 5 before. Yeah, and then the next is digital leadership and stakeholders. Yeah, we need to, everybody is a leader. Yeah, so it could be anyone. It could be anyone here. So if you are living in the digital era, So you are the leader in your life, at least, yeah, the leader. So digital leadership and the stakeholders means collaboration, doing this innovation. Yeah, if I don't know you, you don't know me, how we do this innovation successful. So, and then number 3 is strategic plans and resources. I and you sitting here doing nothing. We don't talk about strategic plan and resources. So what we're going to do this innovation? Yeah, so we need the financial things, we need the supporting system. Yeah, how we're going to do it? We talk about the management, we talk about the managerial in the organization. For example, in local government, we talk about strategic plans. So if I like you, you like me, what you're going to do? We're going to get married. Now, so that's a strategic plan. Yeah. Okay. And then, sorry. And then number 4 is regulation and restriction. So, for example, I know Mbak Marita, and then what Mbak Marita doesn't like, yeah, well, I don't like durian, I don't like this. Like, if Mbak Marita doesn't like durian, and I just, hey Mbak Marita, I give you durian. Hey Mbak Marita, I give you durian. So I don't want to do the collaboration with you. You make me afraid. Like that. So we talk about the regulation and restriction that probably we're gonna find during this process. Yeah. So maybe in Java it's gonna be different with another island. Indonesia is gonna, of course, gonna be another things, culture in Thailand or another country. An example like that. Yeah. Okay, you see the questions in the chat box from Mbak Lavida Nur Auli. I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Thank you for the question. My name Lavida Nur Auli. Very nice to see you, Mbak Lavida from Mursyidah. Okay, I have a question. What kinds of innovation? What kind of innovation in digital local government can make public services more effective and efficient? Yeah, I think these questions is really interesting. We can have, seems like this question is ready to do the next project or the next thesis or the next dissertation or the next scientific writing. Yeah, so what already, is there any innovation? Is there any innovation form or innovation example? Is there any innovation example from the government that the goal is to effectivity and efficiency? Okay, is there? If we see from the how to say in English, like during the time of digital government, during the time of local government first, during the time of the digital government first, yeah, there are so many events about implementing local government, and then implementing how the local government can do the innovation. Yeah, so there are so many agenda and so many product, yeah, in innovation. For example, if I'm not wrong, in Bandung there are system that this is not digital yet. For example, this is the example for local government. Yeah, local government first, and then the digital local government, and then the idea is the government give idea, like the low land can plan what plan in the like January to December, because January to December there is a musim panas dan musim hujan, rainy season. So the farmer cannot plan all of the plans in like December to August to December, for example. So there is idea to make like this. The lowland, I hope you understand, the lowland in the January to August, this is like the semester of our class. You can plant this type of like plants, like flowers or corn or everything like that. And then in August, you plant another things. Yeah. And in the middle, of course, it's gonna be different. Because of the wine, because of the things, another things. Yeah. And then in the January to August, you plant another things, and then August to September to December, you plant another things. And the highest land, you plant another kind of like agriculture or something like that. Yeah, like what kind of corn, what kind of yeah, I'm sorry, I cannot explain the example of that, but they have idea of it. And they make, for digital innovation, they make the application for the citizen. Yeah, they make the application for the citizen, and then show, and then tell them, if I'm not wrong in Bandung, I will check it later, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. And then they make the application, and then they share to the farmer, and they send to the citizen, to the people. The people can access, oh, this is the September, what can I plant for my land, because I have the low range, the low land. And then another people have the middle, oh, I can plant this. So this is kind of a digital innovation. So this is local government has power to manage all the things, to give the good life for the people in this their environment. So they still can plan this for September, and then they harvest, if I'm not wrong, and then they do another plan in February. So this is just productivity, efficiency, effectivity. So I will not plant corn in the, for example, I have no idea about how long corn can grow. For example, like, oh, I will plant corn January to December, but better maybe you can plant broccoli in this month. So corn and broccoli in this month. So this is, for example, the digital innovation. So yeah, right, Mbak Lafida Nur Auli, probably you have another questions, or find me or correct me if I'm wrong. In some cases, you can check while I'm talking like this. You can check, so we can discuss. So that is, we are back to the slide. The digital innovation success factors. Yeah, and then this is I mentioned before. Here it's only about resources. Here is only about resources. More than this, we have so many things in netizen, in related to the netizen. Yeah, so we have to know what brandware is, what hardware is, what software is, and what network, infrastructure jaringan is network. Yeah, and then database. Okay, just an information. And the next, now we're going to the leader. How we have a digital leader. Start from us. Yes, us means me and you and I. Yeah. And then we have to have the skills. We have to have the creative thinking, and then the motivation, because probably in the process, in the middle of the process, we couldn't find the solution, or we couldn't find the answer. We have to motivate ourselves. Yeah, so skills here, the knowledge necessary to gather the facts, of course, and then the creative thinking is ability to solve problem imaginatively. Yeah, so before we have this idea, they make it higher, they make it the next step. And then the motivation, we are start from problem to a conclusion. Preserve this probably kikih, in bahasa Indonesia. No give up. Yeah, preserve is I keep going. Start from the problem to the conclusion. So conclusion, if we write the scriptsy or manuscript or thesis, we cannot write the conclusion before the data is analyzed, right? So if I meet you and then I make a conclusion about you, I'm not doing the scientific writing. Yeah. So if I give a statement or conclusion, it should be based on the normative, theoretical, and empirics. So the conclusion can be so what is it? Thick and rich. Yeah, thick and rich. And then next here, 7 disciplines of digital leadership. I get from Forbes, but really you can find more than this, and there are so many types. There are so many types of disciplines of the digital leaderships. So before we have leader. Yes, before we have the word leader. Words leader and leadership, and now we have digital leader and digital leadership. Here the things, the first, they have a sound digital strategy that connect and communicates who they are, online, and then number 2, they have developed a detailed content plan. So here they have the bold line for the keywords. Number 2, they have developed a detailed content plan that helps them discover and empower their voice online. Number 3, they have learned how to use social media properly as a part of an ever-growing community. Number 4, they understand that branding, visuals, and videos are a significant part of what they develop and create online for their audience. Because you are not taught, you can't touch, you can meet to, what is it? For real, but this is real. This is exist. This is exist. And number 5, there is alignment with their website, their content, strategy, and there is sales funnel. Even they use sales funnel. This is some of material is business things, but we can adopt, of course. And then they have, at number 6, they have established and continue to develop a sales that is continuous and always working for their business. And number 7, they realize that advertising and analytics. Why I put this? Because actually these steps are same if we find the keywords: having strategic plan, having analytics, having content plan, having collaboration, is critical for their long-term success in order to expand their audience and generate more business. So here, if in public services, actually I'm talking about public services because I'm a lecturer of public services, but I'm sorry, I just realized that. Astaghfirullah. I'm so sorry. I'm just realized that this subject, because me from public administration. So if you find the keywords or the idea that you can combine or you can use in your study program, business administration, for example, or another social humaniora, you can use this. So I'm sorry, I just realized that this concern about the public administration, because I am a lecturer of public administration, so I'm talking about the local governments here. But if there is some ideas that you can adopt, so that will be great also. So okay, and generate more business. Okay, and then here the type of digital leadership. So we need, because we have resources, different resources, so we need, this is an example This is an example of digital leadership, what they're going to do, what they're going to provide, what they're going to requirement to be a digital leadership here. So we need digital officer, we need data officer, we need technology officer, we need information officer, we need information security officer. Here, all of them has to understand well the difference between data and data and innovation, how to manage data and information. Yeah. So why we use information? Why we don't use data? If we talk about data, probably we talk about database. But if we use information, so means the data we process, yeah, and give the value that we call information. Yeah. Okay. And then here, the strategic plans and resources. So what we're going to do for sustained interest in digital innovation and management, yeah, we need to communicate with the stakeholders what the first is plan. I know you, you know me. Okay, we need what? Plan. And number two, okay, we have plan. What we're going to do? Implement it. Okay, how to implement it? We need the management system. And then we need the operation system. We need digitalization. Okay. And then number three, okay, we already did it. We did it. It's working, for example, like that. So we need to assess, we need to know, to evaluate. Yeah, of course, we evaluate. And then we give the assessment and feedback. It's probably we need to the next step of innovation. Oh, we did it. Oh, we can make it grow. We can make it bigger. We can make it larger than before. So here the things that we can do, and of course we can discuss it more later. And I think, yeah, this is the conclusion for this meeting. So in the era of digital transformation, local governments are challenged to adopt the sophisticated and advanced technology. Yeah. And managing leadership, resources, strategic plan of local government is the way to fit into digital age that would be the step towards a successful digital transformation and achievement of SDGs. So, okay, that's all for today. Everybody, my lovely friends, I would like to say friends, so we can discuss and share about that things. So I think we still have like 5 minutes, if I'm not wrong. Is there any question for you? From you, for you? I hope you understand my English because I'm trying my best. Okay. Excuse me. Let me check the time because I don't want you to come late to the next classes. Oh, we have international classes. Astaghfirullah. I'm so excited. There are so many things that we change. What time that we finish this class? Is there any committee here to remind me? Okay. There is Mbak Mareta and Ananda Putri. Okay, the first is Mbak Mareta, please. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Septina.
Okay.
I want to ask you about the digital innovation strategy for local governance. So my question is, what can we do to create digital innovation with limited infrastructure and knowledge? For example, IT problem in a village. And what is the right approach for us to intervene in a village official? So that is important for the community to understand technology and its uses atau pemanfaatannya. Thank you.
It was a very great. I know. I mean, many people are greater than me, and I'm so I feel so okay. Okay, maybe we have Mbak Ananda. So we have. Is there any other? So okay, Mbak Amanda. So I will answer the question. Mbak Ananda. I'm sorry. I was like Amanda brownie, so I think I'm hungry. Okay. But Ananda, okay. Questions?
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I wanna introduce myself first. My name is Ananda. I'm from Public Administration of Umsida. I want to tell you first about my view, my opinion. This digital strategy and management can create an environment that encourages innovation in the midst of evolving technological challenge. But in fact, not everyone can use it because of gaps. For example, digital accessibility gaps between different social and economic groups, and maybe age limitation. How can the government overcome this? How can local government optimize the technology to can overcome these gaps in order to create equal public service? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much for Mbak Mareta and also Mbak Ananda. That's a really interesting topic to discuss. Probably we can do together research about that things, because the question, they are all the questions sounds like we are ready to do the research, to do the research. Okay, the first is when we talk about when, for the good things, this is my opinion. For the good things, when we talk about when, we do now. Okay, when, if this is the good things, so we do now. But how? But we do now. If we talk about the innovation, the first thing we have to identify. We have to identify all the factors. We have to identify all of the factors, for example, managerial factors, digitalization factors, and are we okay, or do we have any potential resources to do the next step of innovation? But we do it now. Even now we don't have any innovation yet. We couldn't find, or we couldn't make any innovation yet right now, but we are going to. Means we are on the right track. We are on the right track to do the innovation. So when is now, if you talk about the time, but the first, talking about the innovation, the first is readiness. The first is readiness. Are we ready? Are you ready? Is readiness. And then stuck. Do you hear my voice? Okay. Do you hear my voice?
I can hear you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because I saw you talk. So the first is a continue. The first is readiness, and then number two is challenging. Are you ready to challenge yourself? Can you find so many potential? So the first, readiness, is talking about what we have now. What we have now. As we talk about the challenges, what we're gonna make it bigger or growing that is challenge. And then if we are okay with the second steps, and then we go to creativity. Make it something unique. Creativity is imaginable, making something unique than the other, or then it's just very, very useful for the people here. Okay, so make it priority, make it creativity. And then if you are okay with that, if you are on the way with that, and then you can go to the next step, innovation. Because for example, the application of the land, are they a farmer? Yes. They're planting a corn. Yeah, they're planting rice. Yes. But going to the make December I can plant this, January I can plant this. So needs more than creativity. For example, that is the first question, Mbak Mareta. And then the second, what was that? I'm so sorry. The question is limitation. How the government go to the digital innovation if they have limitation. the first thing we do now, and the second we have to put in mind that only God is perfect, only Allah is perfect. But if we do all the steps, like identifying all the resources, for example, digital innovation, and then number 2, we have a strategic plan, we have leader, we have innovators, we have the strategic plan and evaluation, we have already feedback, and then we create the creativity, we create the new, it requires creativity, and then we go to innovation. If we have limitation, if we have no innovators, so how we do to make it, like how we do to have the innovators? Okay, make the environment, make the people have the positivity, make the people have like, okay, today we talk about English, next day we talk about the idea, this thing. Okay, Wednesday we share about thing. We have 2 days and then meet again. We create the environment. We create the environment to what the limitation, this is the limit. We cannot have it. We cannot do it. Actually, this is not, we cannot do it. We find another framework. We find another perspective. If I'm living in Java, I have no this. So can I just put or import something? Oh, no, it's not good. So about limitation is to identify all the potencies until we do the regular things, the steps to creativity. And then if we have the creativity, we find the new, for example, like the new form application or something like that. Okay, we make it higher, we make it bigger. So if we talk about the limitation, we can solve it with identify it is the really limitation, or apakah itu batasan, itu apakah karena kita tidak mau melakukan itu. Oh, the limitation is really we can't do that, or we do not have we don't have that, or we cannot do that, or we don't want to do that. Or we don't want to do that, and covering the limitation, covering the motivation with this is the limitation. Okay, we can provide that from the vendors, we can provide, but we don't have much money. Okay, we do that. So back on the first question, if we don't get it now yet, we are on the right way to have it. So I think the first and the second question is great questions, because we can correlate it with the first and the second question. There's Mbak Mareta. Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Septina. Experience is very complete, and in its limitation remain a problem that we will continue to look for solution. And of course, we need mutual awareness to do better, right?
Perfect. Okay, thank you. And then how the third question from Mbak Ananda Putri, that is this is the same limitation, I guess, but how to overcome. How to overcome. Back to the first slide that I saw you about the problem. How to overcome. Do we really understand the problem is? Some people, may I use in bahasa Indonesia, banyak orang mengira bahwa gejala itu adalah penyakit. Bahwa gejala-gejala itu adalah penyakit. Sebenarnya penyakit itu adalah problem itself. Gitu loh. Karena kenapa? Dokter itu memberikan diagnosa bukan dari gejala. Meskipun gejala itu penting, tetapi dokter memberikan diagnosa dari jenis penyakitnya. So here I gonna talk about, so many people think that this is the problem, but this is not actually the problem. What the problem is? Apa sebenarnya masalahnya? For a simple example, like, kenapa dia nggak telepon saya? Why you don't love me? Why you don't take me? Why? This is that. Why you don't pick me? Kenapa tidak menjemput saya? Kenapa? This is gejala, or to say in English like gejala. If anyone has idea about gejala in English. Gejala, oh dia tidak datang, dia tidak menelpon saya, dia tidak menghubungi saya, itu gejala. Tetapi diagnosanya adalah dia tidak suka saya. That's the problem. Yeah. So here, how to overcome? The first thing, you have to make sure from gejala-gejala to the problem. That is the real problem to discuss, or that is the real problem to solve, to overcome it. If you really find the problem, make it the problem in empirical problem. So you need evidence-based. Yeah, the problem, you need evidence-based. You need the fact that people say yes, the same thing to you. So if the problem is A, people can have the same idea that is A also. So we need the evidence-based to make the problem, and put the evidence-based, the fact that the people say the same things to the problem itself. And then after that, if we find the problem is, and then we rinse in the research problem, for example, and then we do to overcome the solution. If you got a headache, you got a throat illness, you got a stomach ache, yeah, and then doctor will give you, oh, you have, how to say in English, asam lambung. So I give you the medicine asam lambung. Yeah, but another doctor maybe, oh, you don't have asam lambung, but you just do not have money. Oh, I give you money, so okay, you are not sick. Yeah, for example, like that. So the how to overcome is depend on you really find the problem is. So if the problem is creativity, so identify the creativity. If your problem in the regular steps before creativity, make sure that all of the unsurs, all of the components you have, you collaborate this very well, you identify, and then what the problem is itself, human resources, financial resources for the other things. Okay, so Mbak, I lost you, Mbak, I'm sorry, from Mbak Marietta, and who is the, yeah, okay. Hand. Yeah, okay. Who was the second students asked me? Can you say your name? I'm so sorry, because on my screen you move and I lost you, I guess. Okay.
Me, Ananda, Miss.
Oh, Ananda. I'm so sorry, Mbak Ananda. Mbak Ananda or Bu Ananda. Okay.
Thank you very much for your answer. I think your answer is accordance with what I expect. Thank you very much.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay. Yeah, I don't expect anything, yeah, because having expectation high is just making you fall down. You know, why fall down is hard? Because why fall in love? No, fall down. Why fall in love is hard? Because when you fall, no one catch you. Yeah, when I was blaming the league, yeah. I'm so sorry, just an intermezzo. Okay, so thank you for Mbak Marita and Mbak Ananda. Is there a question? Oh, Mbak I'm sorry. Vijesa Alfia. Okay, your question? Mbak Viti? Mbak Viti, I don't hear your voice, but you are on mute.
Hello, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes,
Yes.
I can.
Before that, my name is Vijesa from Mursyidah University, Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo. Before that, I want to thanks for your great material about digital innovation strategy and management in local government. My question, ma'am, as for the strategy for the success of digital innovation, I think it is very complex, yeah, ma'am. Yeah. But in making application or innovation, sometimes there is still a lot of from public offices like cheating, you know, so that innovation can be maximized in the midst of a lot of fraud. remember what you said before in slide 14, the digital innovation success factor. Number 2 is digital leadership and stakeholders. So that innovation can be maximized in the midst of a lot of cheating.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can.
My question is about a solution, ma'am. From so many, still a lot from cheating from public official.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you're welcome. So the question is the last sentence here, if I'm not wrong. Is there another question? I mean, one or two? One question, right? One question,
No.
Fiti? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah, one question. Okay. Thank you very much. Oh my God, I have students speaking English very well. Okay. So, but that's good. That's good. It's just making me more nervous. Okay, but I'm happy to see you. Okay. Before I'm explaining about the answers, I'm checking about the schedule. I'm finished at 10 a.m. Is there any committee here? Is it okay if we continue for a few minutes, because I have two people to ask more? So maybe please just text me and inform me about this, because we have the rundown. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, Mbak Fiti, is that right? Is that right? I say your name about solution. Yeah. About solution, it is quite same. If we cannot find the solution need what? Solution. If we have solution, for what? So there is a problem. So we need solution. So this is quite same like the framework from the Mbak Ananda. So we need to find the problem first to give the solution. So the problem need to discuss only, or the problem need to solve. If we have the problem need to solve, means solution. Yeah, we need solution. The problem here, Mbak Fiti or Fitai, how to say in English? I'm sorry. Oh, not in English. How to say your name? I'm so sorry. How to say your name? Probably I say it wrong. So the cheating. How to face the cheating? Yeah, it is about the trust issue. If we talk about psychology things, that we face about the people, so many psychological mental illness things about the word trust. Yeah, it's so difficult to people who has trust issue, right? I believe you, I give you the trust, and then you broke me. Yeah, actually you broke yourself. Yeah, they are just the trigger to broke you actually, but it's okay. Here I feel fall down and you don't catch me. I don't believe you anymore. Yeah, actually you have to believe God, you have to believe yourself, and do not trust people. No, it's just the intermezzo. So if the cheating is a problem, then it is about the trust. The solution is how we can make the citizen or netizen can trust again to the government. So we do transparency. Okay, so if you don't trust me, I don't trust you. You don't call me. You don't text me. I love you. You love me. But blah, blah, drama. Okay, Indosiar drama, whatever. Yeah. And then the one of them, and then, okay, tomorrow morning, I committed to text you before I go, to tell you everything. Yeah. So I know you will know everything. I know. Here in this concept, we say transparency. So if you ask me, I'm gonna answer you. If you ask about the about the financial thing, I'm gonna show you how much money I spend for this local government. So they call it transparency to trust. So solution here need the clear problem. Not the clear problem is finished problem. No, the problem must be clear to give the solution. If you have trust issue, so you have to be more open. If the citizen is not trusting you anymore, so try to be more transparent. Tell them about your activities, tell them about your financial things, tell them about the things that you provide them. And this is the citizen right to know, because their money put to you to do your work. So this makes sense if the public asks you, where is my money? I give it to you. So I give you 1,000 million and then I do it to this, to this, to this. When? How? So make it transparent. Yeah, make it as simple as that. Some people confusing because they put all gejala and then they don't find the real problem. If you find the real problem, it is gonna be easy to find the solution. But if you do not know what the problem is, you're gonna make all the things possible, make the things make sense. Like the problem is why you don't tell me. That's the problem. Why do you not tell me? That's the problem. But if you are not clear having that problem, you probably gonna come to another things. Do you go to with this? Why? With how? Why not me? Why later? Why? So many things. So make it clear the problem first, and then why you don't call me? Why you don't text me? Why you don't show how much money do you spend for this program, for example? Yeah. So make it like, oh, because my phone, the battery was off, or I have no internet connection. That's fit, that match. Yeah. So if I give you 100,000, for example, so you just, oh, okay, I use this 50 million, I use this, and then I did it this time, and this and this. So it is the transparency is the way. For example, is transparency one of the way to face to solve the cheating problem. I think that must be a simple, but I believe you can find more than that more complex of that. Yeah. So because this is so huge ideas that we can discuss. Okay, Mbak Vicesa.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for a very complex answer from the academic side. Maksudnya kan dari sisi akademisi, ibu kan sendiri sisi akademisinya ya. Baik, terima kasih, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I think actually this is not the academy. This is the curhat time. Yeah, this is like curcol time. Yeah, okay, whatever it is. This is like okay. I think that is the last. Oh, the last is okay. There's a chat. Oh, using background provide committee. From the committee, you have to use the background. Yeah, the academic background, no, the virtual background, yeah. And then the digital governance, the link for attendance. So ngisi presensi re. Yeah, okay. Is that okay if we speak bahasa Indonesia? I'm so sorry. Yeah, sa awena ITW. Yeah, still bahasa Indonesia. Okay, is there any committee here? That remind me, is it okay for the next speaker for the next class? Oh, say hi to the next lecturer, and I would like to say sorry if you are late to the next classes. But students actually likes what is holiday, have no text, and then grade A. Jadi sukanya jam kosong, libur, nggak tugasnya dikit gitu. Ya, kayak nggak ada tugas ya. I don't give you assignment for this class. Okay, so I think that's all for my class today. Is there any question or committee? No? Okay. So this is my class, and I think I'm so sorry for having you more than the schedule, because I have you at 10 a.m. Jakarta time and Malaysia time at 11. And then next, I think after this we have another speaker, another lecturers from Ibu Lailatul Mursyidah, and also if I'm not wrong, and if it is not changing, from Ibu Ilmi Usrotin Choiriyah. Okay, enjoy your classes until this international virtual short course. Thank you so much for having me here with you, your time and attention, and so many questions. I hope we can meet again in another occasion. Stay healthy, stay happy, blessed, and don't forget you are loved. Ya, gini ya, sarangnya. Nah, gitu. Astagfirullahaladzim. Baik, oke. Thank you very much. Before closing this meeting, let's pray. Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. Thank you so much. If I have any something unpleased your heart, ada yang kurang berkenan di hati Bapak Ibu dan teman-teman sekalian, personally I would like to apologize for it. See you in the next occasion. Saya akhiri. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Oke, ini bisa istirahat 15 menit. Terima kasih. Bye-bye.
Ngawur mali aja.